everyone. You know where I'm heading? I'm heading to my compost pile to compost my little kitchen scraps. So today in this video I'm going to talk about how I do composting on a small garden lot. Composting can be quite rewarding. Approximately 30% of all our waste, which is going into landfills, is wonderful things which we can compost in our property and turn it into a beautiful, beneficial soil, which can go back to our plants and our soil and feed our vegetables and flowers in our gardens. So today in this video I'm showing you how I do it. It works for me on my little in my little garden, and I started doing it maybe 2-3 years ago, and this is what I do. I found in our local supermarket, I found these big heavy-duty contractor bags, and these are basically heavy black bags, plastic bags. I wish they would be matte color, not shiny color, but thanks goodness that they are black color, so nobody can see them if I want to tuck them away somewhere in a hidden corner in my garden. So that works. These bags are made of very sturdy plastic. You see, they are not usual garbage bags, and they are big. They are 45-gallon bags, readily available in any supermarket you go. So what I do, I make little holes here, several of them, at the bottom of the bag, and I throw here all the garden waste, all the twigs and grass and spent flowers, anything what is going away out into the garbage from my garden, I throw into these bags, and they are very spacious, as you can see. Look at all this stuff. I stuff it in, it slowly decomposes and settles in down, and I continue adding things from the garden here. Very important, don't forget, if you decide to compost that way, very important to put these holes here, because what happens if rain goes in, all the water is stagnant there and it starts to have a very bad very bad scent. So you don't want that. You want it to be nice and airy here, wet. So if you don't have rain for a long time, what I do, I take a bucket of water and I just pour it all over my little garden pile, and it slowly decomposes. Now these guys are not the most attractive things, so come with me and I will show you where I'm doing it and how I'm doing it. Look at this beauty. Say hi to my beautiful Vanessa Bellrose. It just started blossoming today in the morning. See how wonderful she is? And she's going to have wonderful, beautiful flowers. So this is my morning walk. I do in the morning to compost my things from the kitchen. And this is one of those hidden tucked corners in my garden where nobody sees, but it's a very functional one. Here we have the compost bin. It came with the house. The previous owners left us this compost bin, and I compost there scraps from the kitchen. I don't throw any scraps into this brown bag, into this black bag. As you can see, I have quite a lot of them down there. You really don't see them there because I throw a lot of garden waste here into this big pile. Again, it's not a pretty sight. The reason why I don't throw my kitchen waste here, because we have a lot of animals, and animals can get here, so I don't want that. That's why all the kitchen stuff goes into this compost pile. This bag is living through its second cycle. The first one I started, I believe, last year in spring, and then this spring it overwintered. All the stuff overwintered in this bag, and it wasn't really well composted, but it was maybe halfway through, so it was slimy and a little bit earthy, but there were a lot of dead leaves still. So what I did with all this, I emptied it, and look, I will show you what I did with it. Come follow me. Here at the back corner of our garden, here in this little room, do you see that raised ground there behind the stone wall. I wanted to do that variation in height. So instead of buying soil from from Home Depot, I laid a thick layer of this 50% decomposed garden waste, compost, and for it to look okay, because it wasn't really looking very well, I just cosmetically covered with mulch. And everything continued decomposing inside here. I will check it out. There are a lot of little buggies here, you see? It looks like almost like a soil here. So there are little leftovers of leaves and whatnot, but soil is very healthy. There is no, oh, the buggy. There are no traces of big heavy stuff. There are little twigs and whatnot. Otherwise, that soil looks happy. There are a lot of little buggies running around. So that's what I did with my compost. Now there are several black bags which I believe a year and a half, I just shoveled them in under our holly bush and I forgot about them. I opened them up because I wanted the rain to go in. So yesterday I pulled one of the bags out to show you what's happening there. Come with me and I will show you. So this is a bag. I pulled it out from underneath that big holly tree we have. There's a lot of space underneath and we really don't use it and it's out of sight. So I'm probably storing 5 or 6 or even 7 these black bags there. And you see how low it is? It was filled to the brim with garden waste, but through a year it really decomposed all the way down to probably 1/3 of the bag. And look what's inside here. After 1 year of me doing nothing, I know they say you have to turn it around to speed up the process. I really didn't do anything. It smells really good. It smells like a forest dirt. You can see it's a little bit still chunky. Oh, yeah, but it's turning into a little soil. Eventually, maybe in another, maybe half a year with water, it's a little dry because I didn't water it on a regular basis. What I'm going to do this fall, this vegetable bed is recent. It's probably 2-3 years old. And this soil here is not really fertile, so I have to work on it. So what I'm going to do in fall, I will dig trenches here, and I will pull several bags out from under our holly tree with all that leaf mold and garden waste, and I will lay it down in layers for it to go into winter, slowly working its way out into the soil. So in spring, worms will love it, they will come in, they will start putting it into the soil, and hopefully this will improve the condition, it will condition the soil here, and it will improve its structure. This soil needs it here. So that's what I'm going to do with this leaf mold. Somebody asked me if kitchen waste is good for our roses. Yes, it is good if it's well decomposed. It's a beautiful thing. It smells very well. It's very crummy, and it's an excellent thing to add to our soils. I really don't spend time overturning the compost. I know you're supposed to do that. I don't. So I let time work. So this is it, how I do composting on my in my garden. It works for me. I wish my plastic bags would be of matte color, but the fact that they are black is very good. You can tuck them around in your little corners and nobody can see them. And since I have several little corners where I can tuck them away and leave them for the winter or forget about them for a good portion of the year, works for me. So again, don't forget to make holes if you decide to compost with the help of plastic bags. Don't forget to make holes, and don't forget to water your pile from once in a while. Happy gardening, and I will see you next time.